Dude, it's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV back at y'all with another one. Let's get it, man. So let's talk about the trending topic in the world right now, man. Kendrick Lamar, right? So Kendrick Lamar announced that he is indeed going to be headlining the halftime show of the Super Bowl in New Orleans in 2025. Now, the problem with this is when you think of hip hop and when you think of a rapper from New Orleans or Louisiana, the number one rapper that you think of is Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne is the self-proclaimed, well, he started off being self-proclaimed, but now a lot of people do look at him as the GOAT, the greatest rapper of all time, right? Lil Wayne has countless number one songs, countless features. The Carter, that album series from 1 to 3, all classics. The Carter 4 was alright, but I wouldn't say it's a classic. But the Carter 1, 2, and 3 is hands down classic albums, you feel me? But not only that, Lil Wayne has been rapping since he was 14 years old. For those that don't know, Lil Wayne was a member of the Hot Boys when he was 14. And Lil Wayne also brought us Drake, Nicki Minaj, Tyga. You understand what I'm saying? Now, after this announcement was made, right, everybody on Twitter was going crazy. Everybody was pissed off, talking about why would Kendrick Lamar be the headline in New Orleans for the Super Bowl and not Lil Wayne? You understand what I'm saying? And then it got even worse because Lil Wayne's manager went on Twitter and said that he was disappointed. He feels disrespected. And he said that he's never going to put Lil Wayne in a situation where he feels like he's being doubted or he's being slept on, because obviously Lil Wayne and his manager, they were having conversations with the NFL about Lil Wayne headlining the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And ultimately, they decided to pick Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne, right? Now, the casual hip-hop fan is going to say, well, maybe they picked Kendrick Lamar because he's had the biggest impact in hip-hop so far in 2024, right? Now, that is an absolute fact, right? Hip-hop, when you think of hip-hop this year, right? Hip-hop is actually having one of the worst years right now, right? And it was Kendrick Lamar who dropped the feature on Like That with Future and Metro Boomin. That was number one on the Hot 100 Billboard charts, right? Definitely the biggest feature of the year. And then he doubled back and he dropped Not Like Us, which is the second song where he was taking shots at Drake. That song went number one on the Billboard charts Hot 100, right? So Kendrick Lamar is hands down, he's had the biggest impact in hip hop so far. The only thing he hasn't done is dropped an album, but now we know why, because there was rumors that Kendrick Lamar's album was supposed to drop this summer. It was supposed to drop in June and July, but now we know the album is probably not coming out because he's going to drop the album the same time that the Super Bowl happens, right? That makes the most sense, right? Now, that's not why Kendrick Lamar is performing at the Super Bowl. The reason why Kendrick Lamar is performing at the Super Bowl is because Jay-Z is the person that's in control of the Super Bowl halftime show. Any artist that you see perform at the Super Bowl for the halftime show, Jay-Z is the person making that decision, right? And for those that don't know, Jay-Z and Lil Wayne have a history. They were beefing with each other at one point, right? They both got diss songs, taking shots at each other. Lil Wayne has actually remixed Jay-Z's songs more than one time and killed Jay-Z on his own song while dissing him. You understand what I'm saying? But then they ended up squashing the beef, right? And that's when Lil Wayne made the song Mr. Carter with Jay-Z, because for those that don't know, Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, they both have the same last name. Their last name is both Carter, for those that don't know, right? So they squashed the beef, right? But remember, Lil Wayne was having issues with Birdman. Remember, Lil Wayne was claiming that Birdman owed him millions of dollars and he was holding his album, The Carter 4, hostage. You feel me? And Lil Wayne basically didn't want to be on Cash Money no more. He wanted to do his own thing. So he ended up taking Birdman to court. Long story short, Universal Music Group ended up paying Lil Wayne the money that he was owed. And they basically gave Lil Wayne his masters for his albums and the Young Money, which he ended up selling, right? And after that, Lil Wayne and Birdman, they ended up squashing the beef and being cool again. We all know Lil Wayne and Birdman is like family, right? But the issue is this, guys. During that process, Jay-Z was trying to get Lil Wayne off of Cash Money, and he was trying to get Lil Wayne signed to Roc Nation, right? And to this day, Birdman feels some type of way about that. And for those that don't remember, Lil Wayne actually got Jay-Z to illegally put an album. It was a mixtape, right? But they put it out on all platforms. I forgot what the name of the album was, but Lil Wayne got Jay-Z to put out an album through Tidal. It was exclusive on Tidal at first, and then it ended up being released on all the streaming platforms. And I think after like a couple of days, the album ended up being taken down because at that point in time, Lil Wayne was still signed to Cash Money, Young Money. So Lil Wayne putting that album out through Jay-Z and Roc Nation and Tidal, because remember, Jay-Z is the one that created Tidal. Jay-Z owned Tidal. He created it. He ended up selling it, right? Jay-Z no longer owns Tidal, but during this time, this is when Jay-Z owned Tidal. You understand what I'm saying? So at that point in time, Jay-Z was trying to get artists to drop their albums exclusively on Tidal only. He did the same thing with Drake. Jay-Z was trying to get Drake to drop an album on Tidal. Drake ended up turning that down, and he dropped his album exclusively on Apple Music, right? He took $40 million from Apple Music and put the album out through Apple Music. So Jay-Z did the same thing with Lil Wayne. You know, Lil Wayne was talking to Jay-Z, and you know, Lil Wayne was trying to get Jay-Z to help him out, get him off of Young Money, Cash Money. Birdman wasn't with that shit. Birdman was not fucking with that shit. So the album got taken down. Long story short, Lil Wayne got his money from Universal. Lil Wayne and Birdman squashed whatever issue they had with each other. And things pretty much went back to normal, right? So fast forward 2024, right? A person might say, if Jay-Z and Lil Wayne squashed the beef, they made a song together, right? Why would Jay-Z choose Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne to perform at the Super Bowl in New Orleans? It comes down to this, man. It comes down to jealousy and hatred. Jay-Z obviously feels some type of way that after Lil Wayne was able to get away from Cash Money, Jay-Z obviously wanted Lil Wayne to sign with Roc Nation. It never happened. Jay-Z wanted Lil Wayne to drop an album on Tidal exclusively. It never happened. Jay-Z wanted Drake to drop an album on Tidal exclusively. It never happened. Right? And at the end of the day, man, Jay-Z's been doing stuff like this his whole career. When you look at Rockefeller, that was created by Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Remember, this is the same guy that went behind Dame Dash's back and pretty much told Def Jam he doesn't want to do business with Dame no more, and he wants Rockefeller to be his, and he was able to snake Dame Dash behind his back and take Rockefeller away from him. And, you know, like, you guys got to look at the history of Jay-Z. Jay-Z has been doing stuff like this his entire career. When Jay-Z and Nas was beefing, right? Most people would agree that Nas won that beef with the Ether song. A lot of people don't know this, but every time Nas would put out an album after that beef, Jay-Z would drop an album the same day. There was times where Jay-Z actually would put an album out on Nas's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z is a very petty person. And when you look at Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z has always claimed to be the GOAT, to be the greatest of all time, right? But fast forward, I think most people would agree that outside of New York, right? Most people look at Lil Wayne as more of a GOAT than Jay-Z. I think most people would even look at Drake as more of a GOAT than Jay-Z. The younger generation is not listening to Jay-Z, right? Anybody that's younger than 45 years old, nobody's still listening to Jay-Z, bruh. right? Like, you don't ever go to the club and hear a Jay-Z song. You don't even hear Jay-Z on the only Jay-Z song you hear on the radio is Empire State of Mind with Alicia Keys. Let's be honest, right? And listen, I'm not taking away from the greatness of Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z is an incredible rapper. You understand what I'm saying? Do I think he's top 5? Definitely. Do I think his albums are good? Definitely. But unfortunately, his music has not aged well. It's kind of like Eminem, right? And I hate to do this. I hate to compare Jay-Z to Eminem. But one thing that Jay-Z and Eminem has in common, their music has not aged well. And when you look at Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne's music has aged well. People are still listening to Lil Wayne songs that came out 10 years ago. Lil Wayne has mixtapes like No Ceilings that has had a bigger impact on hip hop than any of Jay-Z's albums. Same thing with Drake. Drake's music has aged like wine as well. You can listen to Drake's old shit, and most people will say, damn, Drake's old shit sound better than his new shit. Drake collaborates with the younger generation. Drake is always switching up his style. And same thing with Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne, he's definitely had a bigger influence on hip hop than Jay-Z by far. Lil Wayne is the one that made the dreadlocks with the face tattoos popular, right? Lil Wayne was the first rapper that we seen mix the rock music with the rap music. Remember that album Lil Wayne put out where it was like a rock album? Lil Wayne started that. You feel me? Lil Wayne, I mean, he wasn't the first person to rap in auto-tune. It was T-Pain, but I mean, Lil Wayne, he played a big impact on the auto-tune shit as well. So we just got to be real, guys. Jay-Z is jealous of Lil Wayne. He's jealous of Drake. He likes the fact that Kendrick Lamar has obviously won the beef with Drake. And this is Jay-Z's way of saying, fuck Lil Wayne. And not only just fuck Lil Wayne, this is Jay-Z's way of saying, fuck Birdman. You feel me? So now listen, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, Kendrick Lamar is going to make this right. Kendrick Lamar is going to have Lil Wayne perform. Guys, let me tell you something. As long as Kendrick and Drake got beef with each other, Lil Wayne is not performing with Kendrick Lamar. That's not happening. It's just not happening. I don't even know why people think that there's a possibility of that happening. The only way that could happen is if Kendrick and Drake squash their beef, and Drake got to come out to the Super Bowl too. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, Kendrick just took another shot at Drake on that commercial saying it ain't no game twos, it ain't no round twos. I don't see Kendrick and Drake squashing their beef anytime soon. I just don't see it. You feel me? I don't see it. So one thing we know about Lil Wayne is he's loyal. You know, Lil Wayne is the one that passed Drake the torch. Lil Wayne is the one that passed Nicki Minaj the torch. I mean, you think it's ironic that Nicki Minaj is looked at as the greatest female rapper of all time, and then Drake is looked at as the greatest male rapper of all time? You feel me? Like, Lil Wayne, like, he's probably the most least selfish artist of all time, because most rappers that end up signing other rappers, they hold their careers back. We've seen plenty of rappers try to sign rappers and they hold their careers back. Drake has done that, in my opinion. Like, Drake has a lot of good artists sign the OVO sound that people don't know about because he doesn't promote them properly, right? So there's just no way that Kendrick Lamar is going to bring out Lil Wayne and Lil Wayne's going to perform at the Super Bowl with Kendrick. It's just not happening. Because at the end of the day, Lil Wayne should be the one headlining the Super Bowl. It shouldn't be Kendrick Lamar, especially because it's in New Orleans. That's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. Do you guys agree with my take on Jay-Z? If you don't, just let me know how you feel about this. Are you happy that Kendrick is performing at the Super Bowl? How do you feel about Lil Wayne not performing at the Super Bowl in New Orleans? And let me know what you guys think, man. Subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment. I'm out.